final game of round robin play for the Minor Atom AA Toros as they take on the Ajax Knights. Take the draw. It shouldn't really matter what the Toros do in this game, because if they finish 3-1 along with Doncaster, they'll get first place for defeating them in the last game. Firing it over to the other side. You know the Toros are right for a win to go perfect in the round robin. Ring around the boards. Coming up through center ice. That's going to get swept off the stick there from Sigma. Tate Ryan getting on the loose puck, trying to get into the zone. Sigma trying to get in there, poke it over the line. That's going past everybody. Fair. He's going to try and get to the loose puck. Caleb Wilson in net for the Toros for this one against Ajax. Nice pass there from Strongman. Quick shot. That one's going wide of the net. The first opportunity from Ajax. Going wide of the goal. They're trying to center it out in front. And Wilson was up against the post to make that stop. And there's Evan Hay trying to get it out along with Sigma. Going to use the boards to fire it out. Bork goes back to the line over to the other side again. Bork takes the return pass. Coming up through center. Stockman lost to the blue line. Fair. Ajax was offside, so Fair got the opportunity to move it up there for Evan Hay to get into the zone. Hay trying to throw it there for Suter with a shot. Stop there, the big first save of the day for the Ajax goaltender. Back to the line. Fair kept that one in at the line. His backhand got knocked down there by Ajax out in front. Coming up through center is number 34 with the collision. That's going down the ice and behind the net. Number 55 getting on that loose puck around the boards there for Suter to get to the Matt Suter up through center. 2 goals in the last game, including the winner with only like a minute left. Quick shot, stop. Miller Hope looking for his second of the tournament as he tries to bang that one in. It still stays out at 0-0 between the Minor Atom AA Toros and Ajax as we've just gotten started here. The hurt Toro in behind the net, so we'll take an injury timeout. Face off coming off to the left of Clark, gets won by the Toros. Miller Hope's shot got blocked there by Ajax out in front. Calhoun kept it into the line, goes over to the other side there for Jack Kelly, who rings it around the boards and behind the net. Back in behind the goal, trying to walk it out in front. There's Miller Hope taking the pass, taking the shot, and that one's going to get stopped there by Clark and the blocker hand to make the stop. Face off will come off to the left of the goal. Trying to walk it out in front of the net cut. Stopped there by Clark. Hope trying to keep it in the zone. Miller Hope trying to get her away from the check on number 27. Trying for the wraparound out in front. McMurray was sitting out in front of the net. That pass couldn't make it out in front of the goal. Up front again, Logan McMurray. Backhand shot. That one got blocked before he could get it through to the net. And again, back to the line for Shaw. That one's going to get blocked before it hit the net and fired down the ice. Into the corner it goes, in behind the net goes Appleby to pick it up. Appleby over to the other side for Shaw. He's going to try and start it up to center. Here to Shaw, gets around the check with number 12 and up into the zone. Shaw. Nice pass over there for Tassler. They tried to chip it in, puts it in behind the goal. Throwing it out in front, it's going to hit the back of the net. The man sitting out in front is going to try and shoot it anyway, and that rolls right through the crease as he tried to put Clark on the left-hand side. Been all Toros so far, putting on a whole bunch of pressure, just haven't scored yet. Until that was Griffin who tried to change all that, but he just couldn't stuff it past Clark, so the Toros still putting the pressure on, just haven't hit the net. They've had the majority of the chances here in the first period. I don't believe Ajax has a shot on net as of yet. Face off going off to the left. Going into the corner, Tate Ryan trying to get to the loose puck. Rung around the boards up through center. Here comes Strongman up through center. Strongman stays in the zone. Comes in over the blue line, takes a shot. There's the first shot on goal. Gets stopped there by Caleb Wilson. He stopped that shot as it was going to the net. trying to move it up through center. Went over the stick of Hay. And now the opportunity for number 19 to clear it back down the ice. Farrell take it back in his own end. Better Fair goes for a backhand. Got it up there for Papagiorgio as he moves it up through center. Max Papagiorgio with a lead pass. Getting it over for Tate Ryan. And it's offside. Shaw just inside the blue line. Got one there by the Toros. Sickman trying to get on the loose puck. Ethan Sickman uses the board to try and find Miller Hope as he's going to try and dump it into the zone. Turned over here. Here comes Strongman into the zone. Strongman couldn't back into the way as Fair got his stick on it to knock it before he got the shot off. Knocked down right there at center by Ajax over to the other side. Miller Hope's going to try and get to the loose puck. He scored a big goal in the last game. He tied things up to at one apiece against Gloucester. Game that the Toros won 3-2. Suter will pick up the loose puck and into the zone he goes. Backhand shot. Thrown at the net. They score! Nick Murray at the front of the net. Hits that pass from Suter. And the Toros are up 1-0. Throw it at the net and good things happen. Suter threw it at the net and it got tipped there by McMurray through the legs of Clark to make it 1-0. Takes it back in behind the net. Trying to move it up through center. Turned over there and it's going to get touched up by Crozer, so it'll be a Toros power play coming up. It's going to be 97 that's going to the box for Ajax. The Toros get a chance to increase their lead. Basil takes the draw just inside the blue line. And Basil takes the draw versus Crozer. Getting to the loose puck is Kasla. Chip past him. And Curley tried to dump it in. That hopped over his stick. That Curley dropped it up there for Bays coming up into the zone. Bays trying to get around the check. Throws it at the goal. That got blocked. Went in behind the net. Trying to throw it at her front. He's got it in behind the net. Trying to walk it out now. And start this power play off on the right foot. Back to the line for Calhoun. And Calhoun shot. It's going to bounce in on goal. Clark makes the right pad stop. Wasn't fooled on that bouncing puck coming in on net. Coming up through center now for Ajax. Just going to dump it down the ice and go off on a line change. That'll kill some time on the penalty. Back to get it is Curley in his own end. Jack Curley with a lead pass right up there for Hay as he's going to try and start something over there for Papagiorgio. Chipping it into the zone. This one trying to keep it in there was Hayden Shaw. Shaw was able to keep it in at the blue line and trying to walk it out of front. As that was Papagiorgio sitting on his own, but that pass was over his stick. Back to retrieve it now is Shaw on his own end. He's going to get collision in behind the goal. Okay, Ryan getting on the loose puck trying to chip it up. Ryan's pass got picked off right there at center. There by number 19 coming into the zone. Chipping it in behind the net. He passed right under the tip of Evan Hayes. He's coming up in. Hayes looking for some room. Stopped there with the right pad of Clark as it went in behind the net now. McMurray back to the line there for Appleby. It's going to be another penalty coming up. This one is going to go to the Toros, I believe, as the Toros touch it up. Get everything sorted out, and the penalties will be 5-on-5. Toros drop pass, quick shot, and that's a glove hand save, a quick glove there from Clark on that shot from the slot area. Keeps us at 1-0 so far for the Toros. The only goal scored a couple minutes ago was McMurray, converting on a pass out in front from Suter. So now it'll be a draw up to the right of Clark. Trying to win that draw. Miller Hope will get the loose puck. Miller Hope's pass, backhands it into the corner, back in behind the net. Around the boards for Shaw, trying to start something in the Ajax end. Battle out of that corner, trying to walk it out of front. Comes around the other side, tries to find McMurray, but couldn't fire it. Backhand shot from Hope. Stopped there out in front by Clark. So now Ajax start it back up through center. Number 34 coming up into the zone. Kakla lost the puck. And now it's number 3 that comes in. Hugo dumps it in behind the net. There for Ajax. In behind the net where Appleby rings it around the boards there for McMurray, who got it up. Nice pass up there from Logan McMurray. Into the zone he comes, trying for a shot. That's off block there before it hit the net. So Ajax come back up the other way. Leading it up into the zone. With some nice moves. Going one-on-one and scores! A nice move there from number 87, Strongman. And walked right in on goal and went through the legs of Caleb Wilson to tie things up at 1. Strongman made some nice moves there and then walked one-on-one against Wilson and went to the 5-hole. We are tied at 1 here at the campus arena. This will be the final game of the round robin for both teams. Tomorrow the Toros will play at 8:15 to start their semifinal. Bayes trying to get around the check there of number 8 and over the blue line. That's going to get stripped off the stick. Coming back up the other way and over the blue line. Trying to join the rush there. Quick shot and scores! Number 8 with a quick release as he took that pass and sniped it in. Duran shot beat McMurray to the glove hand side, so that'll make it 2-1 in favor of Ajax. Trying to pull off a little bit of a surprise here in this round robin game. Carly's going to get to the loose puck, try and get it around the boards, knocked down there, put back in behind the Toros net. Calhoun with some nice moves to get away. Gets it up there for Matthew Suter. Suter coming up into the zone, and we're going to get a whistle. It'll be a face-off at center. Tate Ryan wins the draw against Stockwell, moves it up through center, back into the zone. Number 19 will go back in his own end, ring it around the boards, and try and find number 12 to try and chip it out. Toros throw it at the net. It gets taken away there by Ajax. Coming up through center. Coming up into the zone is number 18. He turns it over with a quick shot. That's going wide of the net. Back in behind the goal. Calhoun's going to try and ring it around the boards. That pass goes past Tate Ryan at center. Here comes the opportunity with a lead pass. Tried to find Hay, but that pass didn't reach him as that was on goal. For the final shot on goal, just rolled right in there for Wilson to make the stop. So 2 late goals, one by Stockman and one by Duran, gives Ajax a 2-1 lead to the second period. There's a draw at center. Toros trying to win that first draw of the second period. Strongman turned it over. Here comes the opportunity to come back up the other way with McMurray. McMurray's shot hit Falcon out in front. Loose puck, shot, stopped by Clark. And that looked like it might have reached its way to the back of the net, but went in wide. It went off the blocker of Clark and dribbled in wide of the net. Strongman trying to move it up there. Turned over. Toros into the zone with Suter. Suter shot off block. Tapped in by Appleby at the line. Nice play by him. Turned at the net. Around the boards it goes and behind the net. Here comes McMurray trying to walk it out of front. McMurray goes back to the line for a shot. Shot doesn't make it through the net. Turnaround shot, right pad stop there. And a big save from Clark. Another throw it out front for McMurray. Picked off his stick. Appleby fires it back in behind the goal. Number 98 rings it around the boards. Toros trying to get that loose puck. And it'll be Ajax to come away trying to start a 3-on-2 up through center. Coming up into the zone is Stockman with a lead pass over to the other side. And they score. That breakout leads to a 3-1 lead in favor of Ajax as they made no mistake moving it over to the other side and snapped it past Wilson. So the Toros have got to dig themselves out of a 2-goal hole now. Not the way they wanted to end their round robin rate as of this moment. So they still got some time to turn things around though. We're going to have a change in goal. Alamundio come in to replace Wilson now. Couldn't really blame Wilson on some of those goals. Strongman was on a breakaway. Durand was a pretty nice shot. And that one was a 3-on-2 back the other way. Aquilina turned it over at center. Here comes the Toros picking that one off. Coming into the zone is Cashler over the blue line. And it's offside. Hayes is going to take the draw just inside the blue line. Gets one by Ajax as they just fire it out. Fair's going to try and get to the loose puck. Hayden Fair trying to get around the check. Lost the puck before he could fire it in. Knocked down by Aquilina at center. He's going to try and use the boards to get it up there. Nice play there by Sickman to try and get it out. Couldn't get it past Aquilina as he moves it up through center. Now Bays picks it up. Bays going up there with Tasla. Only one man back for Ajax. Bays shot. Stopped there by Clark. And he holds on to it. He had to look behind him, but he's got it somewhere in his equipment and keeps it at 3-1. There'll be a draw coming off to the right of the goal now. Kay Ryan is going to take it for the Toros. Against Stockman and win it. Papa Giorgio's shot got blocked by Stockman, who starts it up through center. Stockman lost his footing at the blue line, trying to get over to the other side. Dougal was sitting at the side of the net. Stockman tries for a rebound front shot, and that one is going to be the first save of the day in this game by Alamundi as he holds on to it for a draw. Face off just off to the right of the goal. Going to get cleared out. Trying to get to the loose puck was Griffin. Chipping it past the line. Griffin trying to be the first one on the puck. He's got to beat his man into the boards. As he beats Bork, trying to shoot that puck and couldn't. Coming back up the other way through center ice. Durand is going to join the rush as well for Ajax, but the pass isn't going to make its way over to him, and Ajax came in offside. Faceoff got one there by Ajax in their own end. Trying to move it up through center for McMurray, was out of his reach. There's number 98. Lost the puck, Falcon. And now Lewis lost into the Toros. Thrown on that. Stopped by Clark. Rebound. Scores! Nice ball back in. He cleaned up the rebound and that backhand with a nice shot over the blocker hand of Clark. And it's cut the lead to 1. It's still an Ajax lead, but it's down to 3-2 now thanks to the goal by Suter. And now Wilson's back in net for the Toros. So they gave Wilson a little breather and a chance to catch his breath on the bench, and now he gets to come back into the play. Toros trying to get the loose puck away from Stockman. Into the zone, 3-on-2, Suter again. Drop pass, one over the stick of Sigma, goes into the corner. Trying to throw it out of front, that got blocked there by Falcon. McMurray trying to pick up the loose puck, along with Miller Hope. Suter gets away from the check, trying to get it away from Falcon. That's going to get chipped back in behind the goal. Around the boards it goes. First one trying to get to it was Statuich. Toros get the loose puck with Suter, trying to walk it out. Gets the opportunity to fire it. Instead, drops it back for Sigma. Shot. That gets caught there by Clark. And the Ajax goal will take it for a face-off. So it'll be another draw off to the left of the goal. A chance to ring it around the boards. Stockman tried to go after the races and had it knocked off his stick. That's going into the corner for Tasla. Tasla trying to get around Aquilina. Didn't have the puck with him to start something. And then Tasla lost his stick as it got knocked out of his hands. Coming back the other way is Aquilina. Aquilina with a lead pass. One over the stick. Capped in at the line there by Carly as he puts it back in behind the net. First one back there is Bays trying to dig it free from out of that scrum in behind the net as Evan Hay tried for a pass out in front of the goal that didn't make its way to the front of the net. Bays will get the loose puck and try and chip it out. Knocked down by number 19 who's going to dump it back in. Bays was able to knock down that clear-in attempt. And now the lead pass is getting knocked down by Aquilina in his own end. Carly trying to find it at the Toros end. Coming up through center with some nice moves is Owen Bays. Trying to start something and get that tying goal. That one's going to get blocked out in front by Stockman. No. Quick shot again. Stopped it by Clark as he stood up to make that stop. It goes back in behind the net. Tay Ryan collides there with Strongman. Around the board there for Strongman. He scored a goal in the first period. He got Ajax off on the right foot. And then there was another one that was added by Duran that gave them a 2-1 lead at that point. Right now, it stands at 3-2 in favor of Ajax. Trying to move it up through center. Tried to pass it there to Strongman. Got broken up. Okay, Ryan will pick up the loose puck at center. Tried for that late pass, and it got broken up again. Hugo at center. Turn over to Strongman. Strongman gets the opportunity to shoot it, but he got poked off his stick. Toros get the opportunity to clear it. Couldn't get it out. It was offside. The referee had his arm up for an offside call. Here comes Max Papagiorgio at center. Papagiorgio put the brakes on and lets Carly ring it in. Put it into the zone. Number 19's pass. Tried to find number 55 over on the other side. Battle over there in the left corner. Trying to throw it out in front for McMurray that got broken up. Finding that loose puck, trying to get it out of the corner. Is Suter with the backhand. That's going to go fine. Suter again. Matthew Suter starting it up and over the blue line. Trying to shoot it. Going to take it to his forehand. Takes a shot. That can stop it by Clark. Rebound at the front. Suter again. Score! Matthew Suter had a couple of opportunities. So that 3-1 deficit the Toros were in at one point in time is now tied up at 3. Brand new hockey game here at the Campus One Arena. Over there for McMurray, gets broken up there by Zukowicz. Over to the other side, they're going to try to find McMurray again. That's going to get broken up by Zukowicz as well. Trying to get around the check there, Falcon for an opportunity at Suter. He's got 2 in the game. That one he tried to throw it out in front for McMurray. It's going to get touched up by Ajax. So it'll be a Toros power play on the holding call. Ready to take the draw off to the left of Clark. Got one with the Toros, thrown at the net for McMurray. That one out of his reach. He's one of the goal scorers in the game. He scored the first one for the Toros. Suter's got the other 2. McMurray tries for his second of the game. Going to try for the wraparound instead. That got stopped. Suter goes back to the line for Braden Fair. Going to use his other side for Ethan Sigma. Tries to find a lane to shoot it. That got blocked. Nice play there by number 12 to block that shot. Fair going back in his own end. Gonna take it back in behind the goal. And it's gonna be a 2-minute advantage as Wilson's going to the bench. Sigma trying for a drop pass, and it finally gets touched up there by Ajax. So opportunity knocks here for the Toros. We're gonna have a 5-on-3. And a draw off to the left of the goal. Bayes trying to get to the loose puck. Back to the line, tries to get a shot through screen. Back up, blocked by Strongman. Back to the line for Carly. That came out. He couldn't keep it in at the line. And now Strongman gets the opportunity to go with it and lost it. Gets it up there for Cole Tassler into the zone. Tassler trying for that quick release. Shot stopped there by Clark with a stick. He tried to find the lower corner, and Clark was able to get a stick out to make the stop. Bayes on the loose puck, gets it back to the line. Nice play by Calhoun to keep it in. Fires it back down low for Hayes. He tries to walk it out of front. Evan Hayes going to spin away from the check and use the defense back for Jack Carly as he rings it around the boards back in behind the net for Tesla. Cole Tesla fires it off the back of the net. Getting on that loose puck was number 988 Lewis. And there's a quick shot that's going to hit the back of the goal, and it's going to stay on the back of the netting for a face-off. Draw off to the right of the goal, trying to backhand it out. Kay Ryan wants the puck. Papa Giorgio gets it over to the other side for Griffin, trying to shoot. Just missed. Sam Griffin had the corner picked and just missed it as Kay Ryan got wrapped up behind the net. But it's going to be Kay Ryan that's going to the box. And it's going to be a holding call, so that'll negate the 2-minute advantage. The Toros will still have a power play though. Draw just inside the Ajax blue line. Papa Giorgio tries to get to the loose puck with Appleby. A backhand shot there from Forsyth, puts it down the ice. As a fan shot from Appleby tried to start things. Here comes an opportunity as the Ajax player fell down. It's a 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Quick shot, high and wide over the net as Shaw fired that shot high and wide. Papa Giorgio trying to get away from the check of Forsyth in behind the net. Forsyth with a lead pass over to the other side. Kept in at the line. Nice play there by Shaw to hold it in. Back down low. That pass from Shaw hopped over the stick of Suter. Now Shaw gets another opportunity. Matt Suter back to the line for Appleby. Tries to find a lane shot. Papa Giorgio tried to tip it. Went wide. Ajax started out of their own end up through center ice. And over the blue line, trying to start an individual rush from his own end. He makes his way there and scores all the way to the end rush. Puts Ajax back up 4-3 as he started that all himself, and he finished it himself right at the front of the net. So Toros have got to find a way to get that one back again. They were down 3-1 at one point in time, so face-off gets one there. Zerkowicz tried to get to the loose puck. Getting on there with Suter, but he couldn't chip it in past Zurkowicz. And now McMurray's going to find Suter. Suter comes into the zone with some nice moves, gets away, thrown at the net, stopped there by Clark as he steered it aside into the corner. Matthew Suter still on the loose puck. Trying for a wraparound this time. Throws it back to the line for Sigma. Sigma shot. Back up, blocked. Zurkowicz with a nice pass over there for Stockwell. Trying to get to the loose puck. Rings it around the board. Suter trying to chip it out at the blue line. Hope dropped it there for McMurray coming into the zone. Logan McMurray is shot. That one's going to go wide off the end board. And number 12 tries to get to the loose puck, fired off the boards. Miller Hope doing all he can in that corner, trying to get that puck free against two Ajax players. That's going to come right out in front of the net. McMurray can't shoot it. Suter couldn't shoot it. Now he's going to try and throw it out in front. It went just out of the reach of McMurray. Miller Hope tries to go into the corner on the loose puck. Turned away to Suter, a shot, and that just hit the Ajax goaltender Clark, who came up with a big stop. And now we're going to get a penalty in the corner. It was Suter who took his man down in the corner, so that'll be a penalty to the Toros. Showing this game by 1 here at the campus arena, 4-3 to the Ajax Knights. And once again, this is their final round robin game. They'll have their semifinal tomorrow at 8:15 at the Legends Arena. And as mentioned off the top, the Toros should have the top spot no matter what happens in this game or what happens in the game between Gloucester and Markham. That's going to get fired down the ice, back in behind the net where Lewis is going back there in behind the goal. Lewis tried to get away from Hay as he tries to start something here for Ajax out of his own end. Lewis got taken down, and it's going to be another penalty to the Toros. This one's going to be a two-man advantage. The Toros had that opportunity just minutes ago. Now it's going to be flipped, going over to Ajax. Face-off got won there by Ajax. Come into the zone. They've got Durant sitting at the front of the net. Backhand shot stopped away with when Durant tried to find the loose puck. Durant spinning off the check, goes back to the line for Lewis. Lewis tries to get a shot through, couldn't. There's another quick shot that got blocked. A nice block there from Calhoun, who dumped it down the ice. First one on that loose puck is Owen Bays, trying to start something short-handed, got hooked up. Had to take it the long way in behind the goal. Owen Bays with a chance, short-handed. Stop! Owen Bays with a short-handed goal. On the backhand, got twisted up with it. My apologies, it's tied at 4-4, sorry. Trying to walk into the net. There's a shot there from Wilson. I got a little bit confused when Ajax went on a 5-on-3, thinking the score was the same, but we are tied at 4 here at the campus arena. Coming back up into the zone. Starting it up through center is Strongman, who comes in. Strongman trying to give Ajax a lead back. Shot stopped there by Wilson, and he somehow was able to keep that opportunity out from Strongman as Strongman went crashing into the net. Wilson went into the goal, but the puck didn't. So we'll stay at 4-4. It'll be a defensive draw off to the right of the goal. It'll be off to the left of the goal now as the ref moves him over to the other side. Strongman will take the draw. Try and win it. Goes back to the line for Aquilina. Aquilina is going to ring it around the board. Put it back in behind the Toros net where Fair tries to get away from the check of Dougal. Fair is down in the corner. Here comes the opportunity to turn around with a shot. Stopped it by Caleb Wilson. Rebound out of front. Also goes wide of the net. Fair has made his way back to his feet now. after he was injured for a couple minutes in the corner. Now he's going to pick it up in behind his own net. Petitfair looking to start with a leader pass. Went over the stick of number 12. Comes the opportunity for Zukowicz to shoot it. He can't shoot the puck. Throws back up the other way. Into the zone now. Trying to shoot it. Takes it back behind the net. Instead throws it at the goal. And it laid there right in front at the side of the net. And Clark was able to stay up against the post to stop Suter on that opportunity. The Toros are back to 5-on-5, so they've killed off that 5-on-3 power play. And they had a shorthanded goal to boot. It was Owen Bays that tied things up. Tate Ryan will take the draw off to the left of the goal. Nice clean wind shot. Doesn't make it through to the net. Turnaround shot from Papa Giorgio. Tries to start something. Suter with a backhand. Oh, so that's Tate Ryan with the backhand out in front. And it got stopped there by Clark out in front of the goal. Took that opportunity away from Tate Ryan. It'll be another draw coming off to the right of the goal. Tate Ryan, the captain of this minor Adam AA Toros, tried to start something there, but he just got spoiled on that opportunity right in close. Papa Giorgio there for Tate Ryan as he tries to get another opportunity at the loose puck. Coming up through center, Zukowicz is going to get stripped off the puck. Here comes Jack Curley with a lead pass over the other side. And it was tried to get over there for Griffin, hopped off his stick. That'll do it for period number 2. So we go to the third period, and Ajax and the Toros are all tied up at 4. Takes off to start period number 3. Bork was back in his own end. Tried for a pass. That almost was a dangerous play as it almost got picked off there. Griffin still leads it into the zone. Tripped off his stick. Coming back up the other way is Durand as he tries to get around Carley. Jack Carley was able to use the board to chip it up there for Tate Ryan to get around the check. Takes some wide. Takes it back behind the net. Tate Ryan sends it back to the line there for Calhoun with a nice pass. Liam Calhoun brings it back in behind the Ajax net. Another opportunity to keep it in. Nice play there by Carley as he's going to find Papa Giorgio in the corner. Max Papa Giorgio tries to throw it out in front. Griffin's going to turn around and try for a shot. Doesn't make its way to the net as the defenseman knocks that one down. Hope tries to turn around with a shot. That one hit Clark in the net for Ajax as he made this Savant save. Quick shot out in front from Tate Ryan on a one-time, goes wide of the net. Coming up through center now. Strongman trying to lead it in. He takes it all the way to the face-off circle, throw it out in front. Blocked shot as Durant tried to take a shot and got blocked there by Sam Griffin, which leads to a 3-on-2 the other way. Led by Carley, McMurray and Griffin. That shot is going to go into the corner. Another centering pass out in front. It doesn't make it to the net. Calhoun keeps it in at the line, uses the other side for Jack Carley. His shot is going to go in wide of the net. Back in behind the goal. Another throw out in front. Tried to find Griffin on that wraparound pass. Calhoun keeps it in at the line. Relentless pressure by the Toros to start period number 3. Back in behind the net for McMurray as he tries to get away from the check. Lays right there in the feet. Logan McMurray tries to find it in his feet and couldn't shoot it. Trying to hold it into the line, tip past him. Popped over the stick of Shaw as well. And now the opportunity for Strongman on his own. And a nice play there by Shaw to come back. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here for Ajax. This will be number 34, Kakao, on the trip as Suter came back to make that defensive play. It's going to be Strongman, actually, that's going to go to the box for Ajax. which could work out better because Strongman has actually had a couple of opportunities for Ajax in this game so far, so can't do any damage when you're sitting in the box. Suter will take that pass off to the blue line. Lead pass up there for Hope. Miller Hope trying to get to the loose puck. Another opportunity to move it up there. Shaw. Another pass up there for Suter as he tries to chip it past Zuckerich. Little McMurray uses the backhand to put it back into the zone. Number 19 will try and fire it out. Matt kept in at the line by Shaw. Toros are in offside right now, so Ajax get the opportunity to fire it down. McMurray was able to knock it down before it made its way down the ice. Number 19 will get another opportunity to clear though. This time he takes a spill in behind the net. Toros get the opportunity to throw it out front for McMurray. Broken up. Shot. Score! Suter with a hat trick. Backhanded through the legs of first. And that'll make it a 5-4 lead. Suter with a power play goal. His third of this game has made it 5-4 for the Toros. Bays tries to get to the loose puck. Bays trying to dig on it. He's got a big important goal in the game as well. He tied things up 4, short-handed back in the second period. Bays trying to get around the check. Has it in behind the goal. Throws it out in front. And that tried to find Hay out in front of the net. Evan Hay will get the loose puck back to the line for Sigma. Tries to get to the shot through. And now the opportunity to come back up the other way, but Sigma is going to hold him off. Do all he can. Nice play there to take him back in behind the net and take away that scoring opportunity from Zuckerich. Zuckerich took Bays into the corner, throwing at the net. Tried to turn around there was number 12, but couldn't get a shot through. Toros gets the loose puck, moving it over to the other side for Tashula, who chips it past number 98 into the Ajax end. Trying to fire it around the boards. Toros kept it in at the line and dump it back in behind the net. Still there in the Ajax end. And now it'll come free. Stockman lost it in his feet. Toros try and find the loose puck. Bays couldn't see it at first. And now Stockwell will get the loose puck and fire it right onto the tape of Braden Fair. Stockwell still on the loose puck though. That's going to be offside. That wasn't offside, but the shot got blocked. As number 97 tried to get a shot through. A lead pass up through center. Tried to find Tashula. Couldn't go with it. Number 55 on the loose puck. Trying to go after the races now is Bays. Owen Bays comes up and over the blue line. Gets around the check. Throws it at the goal. Stopped there by Clark. Steered that one aside into the left corner. Goes back in behind the goal. Number 96 back there for Ajax. He's getting pressured on there by Ben. Nice play by Tay Ryan to hold it off. Tay Ryan a backhand thrown at the net. He had a man sitting right there trying on the backhand was Miller Hope. Couldn't convert on that backhand out in front of the net. Toros working with a 5-4 lead right now. That one goes back in behind the goal. Around the boards. Calhoun's going to try and be the first one there, but Ajax are going to get it out courtesy of Duran. Toros just dump it right back in. That's all they got to do right now. They're the ones that are working with the 1-goal lead at 5-4. First one back in behind the goal. Trying to walk it out in front. He couldn't find Papa Giorgio. It got broken up. Coming back up the other way. Crozer's into the zone. Crozer shot. Scores! I believe that went off the defenseman and made its way past Wilson. So we are back to a tie game on the goal by Crozer. So this one is going to be a race to the finish. We're tied at 5. It's definitely had its offense in the game. Appleby's late pass got taken down there was McMurray. Coming up into the zone is number 34. Tried to shoot the puck. Turned it over to Matthew Suter. Coming up into the zone with Miller Hope with some nice moves. Suter's in the zone. Shot. Stop. Rebound out of front. And they score! Miller Hope got it at 6-5. Suter's first shot got stopped there by Clark, but the rebound sat right there in front of the net for Miller Hope to chip it in. And the Toros are back in front. Tackler's shot. Steered aside there by Caleb Wilson. As Dougal was looking for the loose puck at the side of the net. Was an offside to Ajax, so we'll get a whistle and line changes. Stockwell takes the draw now for Ajax. Just inside the Toros line. Faze with a clean win, gets it over there for Evan Hayes. He tries to get it into the zone. Takes a shot, and a nice glove hand stop there from Clark. Threw it the leather to stop that shot from Faze, and caught it for another draw. The Toros still putting pressure on, looking to add to their 6-5 lead. It'll be a draw off to the left of Clark. Faze again wins that draw. Trying to turn around with Tesla. Paul Tesla with some nice moves to try and get it to a clear shot. Another backhand shot. Left pad stop. There's a rebound out in front, and it got backhand wide of the goal. Toros trying to bang it in at the side of the net, and somehow Clark has it somewhere in his equipment, so we get the whistle for another draw. Face-off got won there by Ajax, kept in at the line by Hay, who's going to dump it back in behind the Ajax net. Runs it around the boards. Bay's going to pick it off. Owen Bayes tries to set it up in front. Goes back to the line for Ferris. He tries to hold the line. Trying to walk it out in front again. Man sitting out front was Evan Hay, and his shot just missed. He went for the one-timer right in front of the net, and will just fire it wide of the goal. Trying to throw it out in front again. Hay might have another opportunity. He's sitting out in front of the net. He's getting cross-checked out in front of the goal, and he couldn't find his way to put that into the back of the net as we get a little bit of a rough stuff at the side of the goal. Toros have a 6-5 lead. Miller Hope with some nice moves. Shooters in the zone. Shot. Stop. Rebound out in front. And they score! Miller Hope got in front of the net. Passed in on a rebound and in front of the goal. And the Toros have the lead back at 6-5. The draw that came just off the left. Quick shot. Right off the draw with a right pad stop from Clark, getting on the loose puck as Papa Giorgio trying to chip it into the corner. First one back there was Tate Ryan. Around the boards, they're going to start it up for Ajax. Coming up into the zone. Looking for the equalizer with number 55. Got poked off his stick. And then he took his man down with a cross check. It goes into the corner. First one back there is Calhoun as he goes for a lead pass. It's going to get broken up there by Ajax at center. Falcon lost the puck though. Falcon trying to get it away from Papa Giorgio. Coming up into the zone now. It's going to be a turnover to the Toros. As I tried that extra move at the blue line and turned it over. Here comes Papa Giorgio. Papa Giorgio couldn't shoot it as it was right in his feet. Carly tries to help him out. Now Papa Giorgio throws it at the net for Griffin. Sam Griffin turnaround shot. Scores! Sam Griffin with a turnaround shot. With the pass to Papa Giorgio. And it's back to a 2-goal game now. This time it's in favor of the Toros at 7-5. Suter's going to take the draw. Suter wins it. Tries to get to the loose puck. Matthew Suter comes up into the zone with a backhand shot out in front. That tried to find McMurray out in front of the goal. trying to find the loose puck. Goes back in the zone as Ajax take it back in their own end. Trying for a lead pass and got kept in there by Shaw. Coming up the other way is Strongman. Strongman 2-on-1 and the odds are against him, but he still has a nice mirrors, but it gets taken off his stick. Ajax keep it in the zone as Strongman is taken down. Strongman and Suter are fighting on the loose puck, trying to get that puck free for an opportunity. Number 34 got taken down, and then Suter kicks it out at center. Bork moves it over to the other side. Here comes Strongman into the zone. Strongman with a shot. Left pad stop there from Wilson. Rebound out of front, poke wide. Strongman hopped over his stick at the side of the goal. Strongman had the open net there, but he poked it wide. Nice play by Wilson to make the first stop on the left pad save. Here comes Suter on a break. Suter trying to get around the defense. And on his own with a backhand shot. It got stopped there by Clark this time. Rebound out of front is going to go wide. Rung around the boards. Fair keeps that one in at the blue line. Right Fair fires it back in behind the net. Trying to walk away from the check in behind the goal. Fair's going to keep it in at the line. Go over to the other side for Sigma. Ethan Sigma couldn't shoot the puck. Miller Hope's going to try and shoot it. That one's going to go whistle wide of the net. Right now, Miller Hope has the game winner. He scored the 6th goal for the Toros as he takes that one back in behind the goal. Coming back up through center is number 34 with some nice moves and lost his stick at center. That's Kaka. Sigma up there for Suter as he comes up into the zone. Suter trying to shoot it. That one has the mustard on it. Goes wide of the goal. Kept in by Fair at the line. Back to the line again for Sigma. Sigma's shot is going to be a right pad save. Doesn't know where the rebound is. Towards try on the wraparound out in front. That one didn't make its way to the net as the defenseman took it away. Toes come up through center. Zirkowicz, number 11 for Ajax, collides at the bench, at the Ajax bench with Braden Fair. It's going to be a Toes penalty though. It's going to be a draw coming off to the left of the goal. Toes win it, they're short-handed. Tassler at center. Cole Tassler coming into the zone. Starting something short-handed. They've already got one short-handed goal in the game. It belongs to Bays back in the second period. Chipping out through center. This could be a 2-on-1 back the other way. But Tassler came back to even the odds. A big hit at center there by Kurzer as he tries to shoot the puck. That one got blocked. Uses the line. Quick shot. Blocked there by Tassler. Tapped in there by number 19. He gets another opportunity. That one's going to get the stop there from Wilson as he stopped that shot from number 19 as he walked in with a power play opportunity. Fired it right into the Toros crest of Caleb Wilson to make the stop. So it'll be a face-off off to the right of the goal. Strongman will take the draw. Versus Owen Bays for the Toros. And another clean win there from Owen Bays. He's had a few clean wins on the face-off. Moving it over there for Griffin, trying to ring it around the boards. Knocked down by number 19. Coming up through center. Here comes Bays, looking for a second short-handed goal. This one, he missed the target. Tried to find the top shelf. That one's going to get thrown at the net and be an easy stop for Clark. A draw off to the left of the goal. Trying to win it was Bays. Won another face-off. As Appleby lost his footing. Coming back up the other way was Dugo, but a nice defensive play by Griffin to come back and sweep it off his stick. Bays gets another short-handed opportunity. Missed on the first one. This one he's going to fire wide of the net as well. He didn't make its way to the net on that play. Up there for Strongman now. Strongman gets it over to the other side for number 34, but a turnover is to the Toros Shaw. Hayden Shaw dumps it back in behind the net. Back to retrieve it is number 88. Trying to start it up through center, gets around Papa Giorgio. Lewis with a nice play to get around the check. Comes up into the zone for Dougal, and Dougal had it swept off his stick, and the Toros just dump it down the ice. Back to play it is Clark. He's going to leave it back in behind his own net. For the defenseman back in behind the goal. He's going to try and start this power play out. Can't be too much more. And Just as I say that, the penalty to fair is over, so the Toros have killed it off. Stockman goes back in his own end. Stockman gets a chance to clear it around the boards. Throwing it out of front for an opportunity is Suter. Takes it back in behind the net. Throws it out of front as he tried to find Tate Ryan out of front of the goal. Goes back to the line for Sigma. Ethan Sigma, shot bounces in on net and changed direction out of front. And changed direction in front of the goal. There's another shot. They hit the side of the net. Tate Ryan trying to keep it in. It'll be Sigma that keeps it in at the line though. Ethan Sigma was able to fire it into the corner. The battle on the loose puck. Trying to get the puck free and get it out. Carly with a nice play to chip it up. It was in the feet of Lewis and he couldn't find it. Jack Carly gets another opportunity to move it up there for McMurray, and the pass got broken up. Still digging away at it is Miller Hope. And Jack Carly coming up into the zone with a pass to Suter. Matthew Suter coming up into the zone. Sets up and fires. Stopped there by Clark, and that had a lot of mustard on it, and Clark wasn't able to control the rebound, but he was able to find it before Toro could poke it in. He tries to help him out. Now Papa Giorgio throws it up the net for Griffin. Sam Griffin turnaround shot. Scores! Sam Griffin with a turnaround shot. Took the pass from Papa Giorgio and fired it past the right pad of Clark. And it's back to a 2-goal game now. This time it's in favor of the Toros at 7-5. Face off coming off to the left of the goal. Quick shot. Blocker save. Rebound out in front for McMurray as he tries to find it. And it got poked wide of the net. And there goes the buzzer. 10 the game. The Toros hang on for another victory and go 4-0 in round robin play. There was a scary time in this game. The Toros were down at 1 point. And then they got that short end to goal by Bays that tied things up in the second period at 4. They were tied at 5 in the third at 1 point, but a goal by Miller Hope and Sam Griffin finished things off. The 7-5 victory. The Toros go into the semifinal tomorrow on a high. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.